Hello everyone and welcome to episode 102 of the Wizard101 Let's Play series. Last episode we finished the Kana Desert and now we are here in the Solar Arc, about to get to the Hive. Let's get right into it and talk with the Emperor of Moosh. Ooh, that's some epic music, I like it. It reminds me vaguely of like Doctor Who, you know? I'm thinking specifically, I think about the scene when the 10th Doctor transforms into the 11th Doctor. It's a fucking great scene, by the way. David Tennant, praise the actor. He's a pretty good man. But anyways, funny thing, when I mentioned like 2 episodes ago, I was going to be 102 on episode 102. Look at that. I'm episode 102 on episode 102. Let's get into it. Fuck it. We have 5 boss fights today. 5 to get through. Hopefully it ain't that bad. Brrr. Main issue is I don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm a bit sweaty. I'm sorry if my hair looks like a wet noodle. Or just like I don't know, like lasagna or something. But it's very warm today, like 90-degree day. I've been outside since I woke up, and not enjoying my time. I'm a bit sweaty. A bit sweaty indeed. So we are going to what's it called? Defeat these bosses. This is actually not one of my favorite streets, but I do like this this area of the game. It's just really cool looking, and it has the different schools, and I always feel like it's cool when they do that, when there's like, every different school all in one area. Man, gotta love sirens. Sleeping with sirens. Pretty sick band if I'm completely honest. Sorry, my nose is stuffy, and I'm really not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying a lot of things right now, but that's okay. This area, it's kind of hype because we're coming up on the the end game now. We're in the end game now, boys. We got this street, so we got 4 more bosses after this one. And then we got the Hive, which is gonna be it's gonna be a struggle. I'm not going to enjoy it, but I'm going to get through it, okay, as I've gotten through everything. And then we got Morganthe and Gorsh. That's going to be, it's going to be a time. Yes, I said Gorsh. It is going to be a time, I don't remember much about Morganthe fight. It's been so long since I've done the later stuff in this game. And God, I'm, not entirely looking forward to it. There's certain things I haven't done in a very long time that I probably should, like certain dungeons and stuff. I haven't done Darkmoor in forever. I don't even remember what Rasputin's cheats are. I just remember that they're ass. I'm trying to remember. The end of Mirage, if I remember, is kind of annoying. I don't really remember much, though, so. Alright. Perfect. Prepare for death. Storm boss done. Storm boss was probably the most intimidating of the bosses. I think the other ones are fire and ice. I don't know what the last ones are. Maybe they're like Shadow or something. You know what I think would be really funny to do? Would be to, since I don't tend to cast a lot on my balance, would be to never use a Shadow Pip spell. Because, for those of you that don't know, because you haven't gotten there yet, at some point in this, spoilers by the way, Grandmother Raven will come to you, and she's pretty pissed off at you. She's like, She doesn't sneeze at you. That was me. But she'll be like, child, you were touched by shadow. I can no longer associate with you. I hate you. Go die. And I'm like, oh. And then Grandmother Raven's kind of like the villain in the end, which is pretty whack. Well, she's one of the villains. God, sorry, my nose is super itchy. And I'm stuffy. But, she doesn't like you because you use shadow magic. Which is, you know, pretty annoying. But I think it would be really funny if she gets mad at me for using shadow magic and I haven't used shadow magic at all. Because I haven't used shadow magic yet. It's funny that the spiritual schools just give it to you, and then the elemental schools you have to fight them. But, I'm trying to remember. There's a few solo fights in Imperia and stuff that I'm worried about. I'm going to definitely have to get Darkmoor gear by that point. Like, I will need it. Alright, let's do this. My fire needs a mass prism. Boom. Okay. Yep, my fire's got his mass prism. I like the kind of like pun there almost, like blazing heart. Alright, perfect. This time we actually got Faint's first round. Last time it was a while before we got Faint's. Hopefully we get I get a Shadow Pit very soon. I have a feeling this episode is going to be about 20 minutes long. Give or take a little bit. I'm actually really annoyed, by the way. Because as some of you... I don't know yet, it's still 11 o'clock. But we'll see, it's probably going to be. Is that my upload failed. So I have to re-upload it again. And that means it's probably going to be late, I'm assuming. I imagine... it's probably going to be uploaded by 5 o'clock. It's just a guess, you know? Hopefully it's uploaded by 5 o'clock. But it's really annoying when that happens. I don't get YouTube sometimes. YouTube sometimes just fails to upload my video. And then I'm like, well, fuck you too then. I don't know if it's just a me problem or what. But it happens to me quite often. Like either... it just stops the upload, like it sticks at a number, like for example, like this time it just stuck at 82% and just didn't move past there. Or besides that, sometimes it finishes the upload, gets to processing, and then it just doesn't process. Or it says like processing failed, and I'm like, well, great, fantastic. Your shitty website is shitty as always, YouTube. Someday, I feel like, see, the problem with YouTube is that it is reliable to a degree. What we really need is we need a new video streaming, uploading website that isn't YouTube. And it needs to be successful and able to get money off of it and stuff like that. And we need a large amount of YouTubers to move over to that platform. But I don't see that happening. The only way that could happen would be if YouTube completely shut down. Which would be crazy, by the way. Like, absolutely crazy. I don't think it could. I mean, it might, but, like, I doubt it. Because, I mean, imagine that. Like, that would be millions of people out of a job in an instant. There's no way that would happen, right? You know? You know what I'm saying? Alright, my fire doesn't need the converts in anymore. Let's use a potion on my balance. I'm going to level up to 103 in this solar arc area. Hello, Emperor of Mushu. Didn't we learn his name? Isn't it like Mushihito or something? Actually, if it is, that doesn't make sense if it is. Because that's a very Japanese name. At least I think. I could be wrong. But that sounds like a very Japanese name. And I think Mushu is supposed to be based on China, not Japan. Well, then again, it has samurai. And ninja. I guess it is based on Japan. Maybe it's based on a mixture of the two. Alright, last of the elemental schools. God, this music is so, it's really good. But it's, like, intense, you know?
Listen, the wind is howling. I don't care what you're gonna say. I'm gonna let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
I'm unamused. Kingisle, I'm completely unamused. Why would you do this to me? What possessed you to, in that moment, to make a Frozen reference and throw it into the game? Like, what possessed you to do that? Oh my god, a frost giant? Why? If there's one thing I find almost just as annoying as weaknesses, it's stunning. It's the worst. I'm just gonna headbutt my microphone in disappointment. See, the problem is that all these side mobs and side enemies in this game, once you get up to this point, they spawn in with 8 to 10 pips. And the problem with that is they look at their 8 pips and they go, what's the most logical spell to use right now? Oh, I know. It's, you know, Frost Giant or something of... It's Frost Giant or Fire Dragon or Ifrit or whatever. Or Supernova. And it makes them use it constantly. Because they spawn in with that amount of pips. They're like, oh hey, it's time to use it. And it's really annoying, actually. Like, really, really annoying. It's because of how the AI works. Whoever programmed that sucks. It's the same thing why so many enemies use Death Ninja Picks. Because I think Death Ninja Picks cost 5 pips. And so they get up to 6 pips and then they see Death Ninja Picks and they're like, aha, I see. Oh, excuse me. They're like, I see. And then they're like, oh, it is time. And then they fuck you in the asshole. Like they tear a gaping gasm in your pooper. And they're like, let me stick my rod right up there. And then they just fuck you. With their thick, meaty meat javelin. I don't like it. I feel like that's what Kingisle does to you 90% of the time, you know? They are the ones that controls the meat javelin. That they stick up your asshole. This should be enough, right? Should be enough, yeah. I boost on him. Luckily, they can't stun me because, you know, you got that, what's it called? Got the, stun block now. Please die. Crossing fingers. Cross your fingers, your toes, my dudes. I don't know who I'm kidding. It's gonna kill. See, this is what I call not fun. You might notice I'm a little bit bored. Now you may be asking, Noah, why are you bored? You're doing very well right now. Why are you bored? The reason why I'm bored is because I think the worst sections of this game, which do happen semi-frequently. Jesus Christ, those gears are loud. The worst parts of this game are when there's just a bunch of boss fights in a row. It's rather tedious and annoying to deal with, and it happens semi-frequently. Sorry, that's the more logical phrasing of that. And it's, you know, it's just those sections of the game aren't as fun. Like, for example, Mirror Lake. And, I'm trying to think. Solar Justice. I want to become the defender of Solar Justice. Can I claim that title as well? I feel like I can, right? That's another title I can claim. The Defender of Solar Justice. All right. Hello, Emperor of Mushu. Look at that. Those lenses, they've all come together to turn the gear in a perpendicular. It's not even perpendicular. I guess it's perpendicular to the floor. This looks really cool though. Like, let's be honest, this looks sick. Like, one thing I can never bitch at Kingisle for, or maybe sometimes, but 90% of the time I can't bitch at them for is game design and aesthetics, because they're really good at that, you know?
Trapped far from the sun's eyes, you shall be trapped, cold, weak in the shadow evermore.
I wouldn't call myself weak in the shadows. I've become one with the shadows. I've become stronger from it, molded by the darkness. By the time I saw the light, I was already a man. I don't have any cups around here to, like, do a Bane voice with, but I can just pretend to be Bane for the time being. God, I didn't realize how high-pitched that bat noise was until now. It's, like, kind of loud, you know? Because I have to turn up... For some reason, OBS... For those of you that haven't used OBS, I don't get why this happens. But the audio is fucky. Like, it doesn't make sense. I have... For example, my microphone right now is at -10 decibels. My desktop audio is at plus 24 decibels. And the desktop audio is still decently quiet. I don't get it. And 24 decibels is the max you can go. So, I don't get it. And I probably never will. I don't know how to make the thing clearer either, because I look at the video in my OBS preview, it looks really good right now, but that could just be because it's looking at the screen. But the problem is that the encoder I use makes it look not like shit, but it makes it look shittier. I think I would need a capture card. I think that's how it works, but capture cards are expensive, you know? Alright, well I have a Shadow Pip, which is nice. Should I wait for her to spawn another thingy? I feel like I should. I don't know when she'll do it. What's her name? Let me see. Ilana Dark Sun. Oh no, okay. This is it. Which means I should be able to kill next round. Should be able to, mind you. Yeah, I have a feeling this next boss I'm gonna be fucking pissed about. because when I look at it, it's a death boss, but it has fire mastery, and it knows Ifrit, which means my chances of getting Ifrited are mildly high. Uncomfortably high, actually. Alright. Prepare for death. Bob. Bleh. I hate when, things are just, you know, powerful. Rude. Why would you stab me for 48 damage? See, this episode, I think, is going to end up being about how long I expect the last episode of Conda Desert to be. It's going to be probably about 25 minutes. Last episode ended up being 38 minutes, which I didn't expect at all, actually. I expected Conda Desert to be decently short, because I thought it was going to be. It was just a lot of mob fights. But it ended up taking a while. Which is okay. You know, sometimes it's fine. You gotta be patient in life. I'm curious, can you guys see when I do that? Oh, you can. I'm trying to see... Okay, I've played 9 hours in the last 2 weeks. Which can show you how much I've recorded. Okay, I want to see something real quick. Do I have any cleanse charms? I do. Yes. All right, boys, we're in. I officially don't have to worry about Ifrit now, which feels really good. I don't know why I haven't done this a very long time ago. I mean, I do know why. It's because I'm actually like 3 IQ points in debt. I have no IQ, negative IQ. It's tragic, but you know, something I deal with on a daily basis. That was not a good starting pull. I hope that balanced starting pull doesn't reflect on the rest of the duel. Yeah, let's do that. Doesn't look too bad. What's his name? Santa Muerte. What does Muerte mean? Death? Yes. Now what does Santa mean? Holy Death. Interesting. I respect that. I wish I was named Holy Death. Can I add that to my title list too? Are you guys okay with that? Can I also be like called Holy Death? The God of Holy Death? Oh, fuck you. My fire is gonna fizzle. Ooh, a shadow pip. Look at that. Nice. Nice, nice. Let's put a fire blade on, shall we? Ouch. A whopping 283 damage. So painful. How much more do I need? To be completely honest, I think I can Rage Bull now. I'm gonna do it. A deer knight, I see. Knight. Do you want to know a fun fact, boyos, in the chat? If any of you like Harry Potter, which I recommend, it's a cool series. J.K. Rowling, not so cool. Nick's J.K. Rowling, and it's a cool series. right? But, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. If you know anything about the currency there, it goes galleons, sickles, and then the cheapest one, which is kind of funny, I believe it's 29 to a sickle, is, knuts. No, you heard me right. In canon, it is not pronounced nuts. It is pronounced knuts with the hard K. I felt like that was something all of you needed to know. And now that you do know, you'll never forget it. There's 29 knuts to a sickle, 17 sickles to a galleon. The boss is still alive. I'm okay with it, though. If I get another Shadow Pip, I can use Scorching Scimitars. If I don't, I could just use Sun Serpent in like 3 rounds. Sorry, my nose is very stuffy right now. Brr. One round. One round. Okay, there we go. I'm honestly kind of surprised I ended up being Sun Serpent. I thought I was going to get, whatever before it. Ah, you fizzled. Well, sayonara, bitch. I thought I was going to get a Shadow Pip before I got 10 pips, to be completely honest, but whatever, I'm not complaining. And bop. That's almost perfect. I don't remember how much health she had, but I remember it was around that much. Alright. Well. That's that done. I only get 15,000 for that. Fuck you.
The sun's light has burned away my fears and
please tell me there was like a dungeon quest XP for that? Okay, there was. 120,000. Good. I was about ready to square up with someone. Hello, Emperor of Mushu. Yes. And portal to H... Did I just say Atrimental? Oh, we're in the Kana Desert still.
Hello, I can hide. Head through the Atrimental gate and search for a road to the Shadow Palace.
Wow.
The guards, find one who can help you.
We're here, boys. We're here. We've officially made it to probably the worst place in all of Khrysalis. Let's be honest. Nobody likes the Hive, like literally no one. It's not fun. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Next episode we'll probably be doing around the first half of the Hive. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, hit the sub button. I want to hit 300 by the end of July. Don't have to hit it, but I want to hit it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.